Trump continues to repeatedly make false statements about the economic impact of tariffs on American households. At a recent rally in Pennsylvania, Trump made the following comment, quote, "A tariff is a tax on a foreign country. That's the way it is whether you like it or not. A lot of people like to say, oh, it's a tax on us. No, no, no," end of quote. Trump is proposing to increase tariffs on the importation of products from foreign countries into the U.S., as I've discussed in several prior videos. Trump did significantly increase tariffs in his first term, and Biden kept most of those in place. He is not going to be honest with his supporters and admit that he is in effect proposing a substantial, though silent, tax increase on them while reducing the tax burden of his billionaire donors. It is impossible for Trump voters to accept that factual conclusion. Telling them the truth about what Trump plans to do to them, which is contrary to their financial interest, only makes them mad rather than curious about researching the issue and learning about it. Perhaps if they spent the same amount of time researching the issue as they do watching Fox News in one night or attending a Trump rally, they would come to a realization that Trump is lying to them on this issue. And if Trump wins and implements the tariff increases that he proposes, his supporters will not connect the dots and will simply not recognize the relationship between the increase in the tariffs and the increased cost of products that they buy. The tariff is a silent tax since consumers do not know that prices paid by them include the tariff paid by the U.S. importer of foreign products. They may recognize that the price is higher before the tariff was increased, but will not connect the dots. Increasing U.S. tariffs on foreign products contributes to inflation as well. If a person's tax rate were increased, an employee would see the increase being reflected in withholding in every paycheck and see it again when filing their income tax returns. That's not the case for the tariff that has the same effect as a tax increase, because it is embedded in the price of goods that they purchase and is not separated out. A tariff is not paid by a foreign country or a foreign company that exports products to the United States, as Trump has repeatedly and falsely claimed. Anybody can discover that that's a false claim by simply doing 5 minutes of research. The tariff is paid by the U.S. importer of foreign products. That fact does not change no matter how many times Trump lies about who pays the tariffs. The tariff raises the prices of goods sold to U.S. consumers and has the same effect as a tax increase, except the tax is regressive in that it disproportionately impacts lower and middle income households. So it is hard to understand why Trump supporters cheer his effort to raise, in effect, their tax burden. That is what they do in response to his statements that he makes about tariffs not being inflationary and not being a tax. It is most strange to me and indicates that a demagogue can exploit those who are and choose to remain willfully ignorant. Do Trump supporters believe that the importer does not include the increase in the tariff rate in their prices? All of the credible economic research establishes that all or almost all of a tariff increase is paid by U.S. consumers. I've cited that research in prior videos and will include citations in the More section of this video. Trump cannot tell the truth about the obvious increases in prices paid by U.S. consumers from tariff increases, since he would be admitting to increasing what amounts to a regressive tax increase on his supporters. and for some reason unfathomable to me, believe that Trump actually cares about their economic welfare rather than just his own. He is running for president again, not to help his supporters, but to help himself financially, to have anybody but Trump pay his legal bills, which he has been successful in doing, and to make it more likely that he will stay out of prison.